was trying to get at there. It was a very interesting neurological moment. Found another cup of coffee. Good morning, Troy. Streaming is going. We're getting IINN. Like, okay, IINN, RJ, and you guys, did you get that pop there? What a beautiful pop that was, from the 5s to almost the 6s just now. I know, Jackson. I know. Thanks, appreciate that. But we don't live in a free world when we go on social media platforms. Oh, yeah. It's lameoid. Make that up too? I think I did. What did I say yesterday? Dorkons. Fucking dorkons. All right. You gotta tone it down. We're about to go live on TikTok. That's the most communist place, so we have to be careful to watch our communist rules and sets. ENSC breaking down. Yeah, but this would be a good buy right here in the 5s, with the intention of getting out if it breaks down to like 580. I mean, sorry, 480, 493. I mean, if it can't hold, give it a second, give it 20 seconds here. See if it could hold. Buy if it's getting support, Yeah, that's a great idea, James, except that's how I got banned for weeks, James. So, that's what happens. They control you. We want them. We need them. Here to their dumbass rules. But anyway, outside of TikTok hours, we're cool. Getting this live ready. Flip the camera. Oh. Okay, we're live across multiple platforms. Let me get up to full market view. We'll go over the market quickly. Every day I use TikTok, for whatever reason, my screen gets closer and closer. I don't know why that is. There it is, So who got ENSC at a great risk level around 5 just now? Per my description, my instructions, I guess you could say. Added more at 5. PJ got in right around there. So see, so you can calculate that risk. You always want to have probably 10 or 20 cents of padding. So you're always going to have probably 10 or 20 cents of risk. But if you can get it at 5 or under 5, that's it. It's like 10 cents of risk, 20 cents of risk. So then you're able to grab so many shares. And if this thing does then progress from that point up and over 6 from 5 and 650 to break the pre-market high, oh God, you're going to make, maybe 5x or 10x what you would have made if you had to get in at 550 or 6 or 650. About that risk, you want to get that risk unit small. So your R can just be like really tiny little multiples. All right. How's everybody doing on TikTok? What's up? Good morning. That'd be awesome, Atsa. I would look forward to seeing you there. All right, that's awesome. Good morning. So just looking at the market this morning, the market sagged overnight. I forget the reason why. I think it was Omicron. Japanese study showed it was 4 times worse than everyone thought. So that's causing the market to sag a little bit. But 4 times what? Like, when we get our risk level at 5 or 493, 4 times that, when it's dealing with small numbers like fleas, is a very small result. So who knows? Who knows the extent of what danger, 4 times more worse than not very bad is. So the market has sagged on that, and it is bouncing around at the bottom of 467.50. That seems to be support. It's something that we're going to be holding there. Gold also went down on all of that. So that feels like preparation to buy. So I think this market is just waiting to bottom. That's all it is. It's just waiting to bottom. If it isn't today, and if it keeps going down all day, and it's just red all day, really what's going on though is it's just waiting to bottom. That's what it feels like. Oil grinding down only like $1, which is not a huge deal. That's just a natural movement. But that affecting energy and base materials and industrials. A little bit of an adjustment there, a little bit of a correction, minor correction there based on that. Rates are down this morning, but trending up. And that's the important thing, trending up. So that may add some pressure on growth stocks and tech. So Qs and growth stocks today may be under pressure. Value stocks might be where it's at. Continued, like Track's been harping about utilities, consumer staples, the likes of those may run unencumbered today. Except that the Omicron variant increasing fears may keep it a little bit more at bay. So today may be a well, the VIX is up a little bit, and so there's been some increased volatility, but in general, it might be a sideways day, maybe even a grind down. But at some point today or tomorrow, or maybe Monday, a bottom will be bought up. That is definitely the theory out there. We're looking for this market to bottom, to pour in some more cash. And it's coming from gold, and it's coming from cash reserves, and anywhere that people are holding their money. Apple, you might see a little bit of a sell-off on Apple the moment that the hedgies start to pour into the entire market. So that's the market outlook, I would say. Bitcoin is at about 50,000. So, those are some excellent dips and places to continue to add. If you have savings every month and you need to know, and you're wondering where to invest it, 10, 20, 30% can go into crypto. And I think, every 5,000 dip on Bitcoin is a great place to add more. Is there money still going into Roku? Yes, there is. It went up this morning from a low of 254 all the way up to 259 right now, and it's moving up. You have no experience on trading. Where do I recommend you start? Right here, I'm going to give you a link to my video lessons. I think everyone would agree that is absolutely probably a wonderful place for you to begin. There you go. There's the link. All right, and now on our radar this morning, 12 minutes to the open, we're dealing with IINN, which is in a really nice upward trend. ENSC, which held 5 nicely, and that should be a signal in and of itself to get in. The fact that it held, we literally watched it answer our question: are you going to hold 5? The answer is yes. It was once, so that should be good enough for you to get your risk on and get into ENSC. And you can't get any reward in life without risk. So there you go. Apple also trending up, so we'll keep an eye on that. If Apple can break yesterday's afternoon high of 176, that'll be a strong entry on Apple. And they'll probably easily move to new all-time highs, although it really does not correspond with how tech and growth stocks are moving right now. So that wouldn't necessarily be indicative of the entire Qs. We're also we'll continue to keep an eye on iSig, Roku, EPAM, PayPal. We'll watch Restoration Hardware for a potential mega dip buy trade there. That would be the 5-minute dip buy trade, so I'll keep that up on watch. I'm going to put IINN on the high frequency trading setup right now, so we can really keep an eye on it, as well as ENSC. Those are our top picks, but you know what can happen. These things can just completely. We can have any stallion here can get ahead of any other stallion, and we never know which one it's going to be. We really don't. We have ideas of, we know what has potential, but when something else activates, it's like the quiet one. You always got to watch out for the quiet one. All right, so IINN is breaking again, and this time only for 20 or 30 cents of risk if you want to get in. 580s to try to push over 6, probably hit 610, something like that. You're looking at taking profits underneath every 25-cent level once you're in on any stock between $5 and $10. Twitter, what? Twitter going huge today, is it? Cool. Well, we're in Twitter, but I don't know what's going on Twitter. Oh yeah, it went up a point in pre-market, or possibly more. 45.70 to 47. Good progress on Twitter. Still bearish at the moment. I'm waiting for that turnaround moment. But I continue to average in every $5 lower that it gets, because I do believe that that's a great. That's going to really do well in a couple of months. Is that same info link asked about in your bio? No, that's a different one, but it's also great. And I kind of recommend you do both. You join our trading community and you check out those video lessons, because it's just, why not? They're both excellent. Being a fly on the wall in our trading community for months. Showing up every morning and just listening to how it's done. Get that osmosis going. I think that's really going to be an excellent recipe for success for anyone looking to get into this. GME is crashing. Okay, good. But there's too many yahoos on that, I think, for us to really get any direction out of it. It's like the streets in Japan. Like, yeah, no thanks. I think I'll just take something going up. Osmosis Jones. You're probably one of those flies, and that's fine, right, Hasty? I mean, from where you started, are you learning? You think, just being a fly on the wall, it's perfectly healthy and okay. In fact, the recommended course of action is to be a fly on the wall here for a few weeks, if not a few months, before you do anything, before you even do anything. Then start to maybe dabble with some paper trading, get some strategy, start to understand that, take the video lessons, add that on top, ease into it all. Yep. All right, we got 8 minutes until the open, and IINN continues to progress. It's at 592, hit 595 a moment ago. Yeah, Mike W. So over there on TikTok, all you got to do is just click the link in my bio to come join our trading room, or even just check it out, and it's free to check it out. 597, 598 on IINN. And keep your eye on APRE, APRE. It's got a decent pattern there. Not sure what the news is on that, though. If that's like a merger or what. Let's see. It's not acting like a merger. Are you? Also have EVGO and AVCT and PD and EPAM, a couple others that I'm keeping an eye on. APRE news gains 9% on FDA removal of clinical hold on Aprenitipopt. Okay, that's the name of their medicine, Aprenitipopt. Ask your doctor about Aprenitipopt. Nothing on DWAC? No. Just, DWAC in a jar. That's all I can tell you about that. How long have I been trading for? Over 25 years. And it probably took 15 of those years to get smart. But that was because it was before the internet, really. I think now with the internet, aided on the internet, you can be up and running in about you can be up and running and pro in about 1 year, maybe 10 months. That's if you take the correct course of action, kind of like the way I prescribe it, paper trading for many, 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 many months, and just learning and showing up every day, studying all day, all night. I mean, you can pack it all into about 10 months to a year. We're watching iSig. We'll see if it does anything today. No, yes, we are watching it. Yeah. I have some options expiring 12/23. Hard to say if Apple is still good to buy. You should not get in the habit of buying things when they're up. So if you have something on Apple already, uh, you know, just thank yourself. But don't add don't add when it's really overextended. It's just dangerous. It doesn't mean you won't be right, but in the long run, you won't be. IINN pulling back now. The current stop is 5.5. Watch your position there, and or break even if you've been taking profits underneath every 25-cent level, as you should have been. Yep. Been trading since before the dot-com bubble. Yep. And I've been on Thinkorswim for like 22 years, and it hasn't changed since then. It looked just like this, and still is a piece of crap. That's an amazing piece of crap. It's like, really, I really think a NASA command center is a good way to describe it. You'd kick it, to fix it, if you could. And yet it's because it's so complicated. All right, we've got 4 minutes to the market open, and yeah, again, there on TikTok. If you would like to check out our trading community, just click the link in my bio. There's a website link there. If you'd like to learn more about how to trade, here's a link. I'll drop it again. We've got a couple minutes before the market open. Here it is, my video lessons. There you go. And then if you are wondering what platform to trade on to start as a beginner, I recommend not the one that I use, not the NASA platform, Thinkorswim. I recommend Webull. And if you go through my referral link I'm about to paste here, we'll both get some free stocks when you sign up, or going through my referral link. Here you go. All right, we've got 3 minutes to the open, and we're focusing on, look at that, ENSC now all the way up to 550, so we're up 10%. 10%. And if you got that with like 10 or 20 cents of risk, you're already up 2.5 R. See, that's the beauty and the benefit of being patient and waiting for the better risk unit. So anyway, hopefully PJ and some other dudes are doing super great with their little dip buy entry on ENSC around 5. And that's why everybody wanted it around 5. That's why it got bought up. It's a really nice spot. Everybody wants that tasty, low risk unit. I think that Costco drop will continue through earnings this evening. If it does, please let me know, okay? Because I will want to put a lotto call on it. That'd be great. That is one lotto call I'll go for. That's right, James. Yep. And the pattern is there, and it is losing momentum and strength, ENSCs. So watch yourself and take your profits when you're supposed to take it, and set your break even if you're supposed to, because we're coming up to the market open in 1 minute and 40 seconds. And if that thing just rips your heart out really fast, you need to have your stops in, probably yourself. Make sure they're set for market hours. Ah, man, that's very interesting. Yeah, Austria, Italy, and Germany throwing people in quarantine camps. You know, kind of funny. It's those countries: Austria, Germany, and Italy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. IINN, 56 minutes to the open. And IINN did get up and over 6 right now. Very nice. Did not hit our stop or break evens, hopefully. Yeah. Where, let's see, what's this? Where are the referral links when you post them? Where are they? Right here. Like literally right here. Okay, we got 30 seconds to the market open, and I'll post it again. Here you go. There it is. I am Chart Trader. I am Chart Trader. Down, 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 down. Yes. We have 10 seconds to the market open. Like, know my name. Say my name. Here we go. All right. IINN, be taking your profits under 625. Definitely, we're getting that breakout at the market open. So IINN for 30 cents of risk for entry, or 20 cents. Should be good. All right, we're getting some sell-off on IINN. The current stop on IINN is 5.7. The opening market volatility can be quite high, so watch for that. ENSC is holding in the 5s. Very nice. Nice big wide candle there at the open, however. Be careful. Make sure you give 20 seconds to any stop that you have. 20 seconds, especially on this open. And I'm watching APRE. Looks like it's failing out. ISIG. Apple pulled back. That may be just a good entry opportunity for you. There goes IINN pushing up into the teens, 6 dot teens. All right, and then we're back into the 590s. So we're fighting for the $6 level on IINN. Keep an eye on that. ENSC, watch your position, cut at break even if you've been taking your profits appropriately, as you should have been, underneath every 25-cent level. Watch your stop loss on ENSC, seems to be activating that trade, going kaput. Use an Austrian term. Let's see how the market is doing at the open here. Industrials dropping out. Qs and tech running huge. Don't know where that's coming from. Not sure where that's coming from. And then gold spiked at the open. But that's about. See as the market plays out what's going on. So tech doing good. Apple just broke out. Apple for $1 of risk. If you can get in, it's almost too late. $1 of risk. Apple really strong. And the Qs being really strong. Be quick to adapt. You never know. You just got to be on your toes when you're in the stock market ring. Restoration Hardware being bought up at this level of 621. It is now at 631. Not sure if that's going to continue. I'd rather wait for a dip on RH to see where that first dip is. I'd wait for the first dip. Protections on downside are being put on as the VIX rises a little bit to no, I'm sorry. The opposite. I have the VIX upside down. The VIX is dropping. Protections are being released. That's a good sign and a positive sign for the market. That's pretty funny. Don't forget, the VIX is upside down on my system. Yeah, the Qs are just like green, 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 green. Every bar. ISIG, let's take a look. Yeah, ISIG might even halt based on that trading, but what I'd really like to see is for it to break over 21. So You may want to take a very small position if you're interested in getting in early to get your cost average down. But the real action begins at 21 on ISIG. IINN also failing out. Watch yourself. It looks like it just doesn't have the energy, doesn't have the demand. I'm taking ENSC off of my radar. There goes Restoration Hardware with a pretty strong, almost $7 movement. If Restoration Hardware gets up and over pre-market high, which is very close to it, that could be a signal. So 640, we're almost there on that one. But that's a different kind of a signal. That's not a 5-minute dip buy. That's a momentum signal. And it's $640 a share. So you got to do your calculations. It'll be probably about $15 a risk. And if your 1% doesn't come out to more than 50 or 75 shares, you can't get an option contract on that. Risking too much, you could wipe yourself out if we're wrong. We're winning traders because we prepare to lose. Not preparing to lose, that makes you a loser, not a winner. ISIG halt. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep it up now. Halted. It'll be coming out of the halt. Oh my God. It's indicating it's going to open at 21. It'll be coming out of the halt in about 2 minutes. All right. SPY is being bought up really strong. The market, S&P 500, industrials seem to have found their bottom. Meanwhile, tech is like, fuck you. There's not going to be a bottom. And so SPY, somewhere right in the middle, says, yeah, we're going up. Let's go. And so the VIX is just rushing back to the teens right now. It's like, yeah, we're not doing this again. And it's gone from almost 21 to breaking through 20 right now. Like as we speak, we're breaking through 20. Oops, I forgot to cancel my one vertical, Gil. All right, I gotta take that off. I got filled. You don't need that shit. Back. There we go. Got it back. And okay, so I lost $10 plus contract fees. Accidentally buying that. All right. IINN broke down. So you're to get out of IINN. If you want to get back in, it'll have to be on the rebreak. Action seems to be happening on ISIG. ISIG is going to open in about 1 minute, in less than 1 minute. And it's indicating to open at 21. That price that I said things are going to start to get really hot. Yeah, this is it. It's there. So, with a big increase like that, there's going to be a moment of dip. You might even be able to put in a limit order for like 20. There might be just like a whip down right at the open, including it could go up. But you might be able to snag yourself some extra shares over there. Now, the range of potential rug pull on ISIG, that's what you should set your stops to, and it could be about $1.50. Okay, here we go. We're going to open in 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. ISIG is holding over now. They're holding over on that to try to resolve the imbalance of demand, which makes no sense, right? Because that's why it went up. Things are supposed to go up. So, but maybe there's just an egregious imbalance right now, 10-1, possibly. Who knows how they resolve those imbalances behind the scenes? I haven't studied that. I haven't gotten that deep. EFOI again. EFOI. Okay, let me take a look. EFOI. EFOI. All right. Oh yeah, a decent amount of volume too. All right, we're gonna keep an eye on EFOI. It should be coming out of the halt in 1 minute. EFOI. Okay, let's see. What does EFOI stand for as an acronym? Not really. I'm just saying. let's hear some good puns. Every frog is French. No, I don't. EFOI. I can think of a good one. All right, we are waiting for ISIG to come out of the halt. Every frog opens investments. RJ with the win. And then EFOI is going to open in about 20 seconds. We're keeping our eyes now. And our restoration hardware up another like $10. So we're up like $20 off of the low. And that is the momentum breakout on restoration hardware. Boom, right there. You can get in for something like $10 of risk, should keep you safe. If you can't trade restoration hardware, don't. Okay, it's too expensive for you. Don't. That $10 of risk will wipe you out. There goes EFOI. It's struggling to make progress. It's pulling back, selling off, which sometimes can happen. We've seen EFOI perform before, though. If it breaks 390, you can get in for 20 cents of risk. I can see the halt information because I subscribe to Extra Service, which has that detail in their feed. So you can do that too. It's about $200 a month. Let me know when you get to that level, and I'll help you figure it out. All right, EFOI totally failing. That risk level now up to 40 cents if it were to break 390 as it pulls back more. Industrials really didn't fall for it. Industrials holding at the low, not making progress. But meanwhile, Q's definitely made strong progress just then, and SPY's sitting in the middle. Tensions are being released on the market for sure, as we see the VIX drop down into the teens momentarily there. 1997 we hit. GME spiked at the open and is trading down. Well, for those of you who are still in ENSC, I don't know how you are, but it is rushing now to break 6. So if you need to get back into ENSC, find your pivot risk levels. I'll pull it up, but if you can get them first, that's your risk. Yeah, it's actually $1. ENSC is now trying to break 6 for $1 of risk, which really sucks. Maybe some of you are still in ENSC. The ticker for restoration hardware is RH. Pair is halted, but it's not really doing enough. I'd like to see it get over 16. Pair, PEAR. You use Bazinga Pro. What's the platform you use? For market information, I use quite a few platforms. But we go with like Stock Market Chameleon, which is pretty damn good. Okay, ISIG finally trading out of the halt, pulling back. Like I said, it even hit 19 briefly there. So if you had a ladder of purchase orders, you could have got those fills with a very good cost average. We're now back to 20.50 and fighting in the 20s, fighting to hold the 20s. The spread is about 30 cents, 20 cents at times. 10 cents, getting tighter. Tighter spreads are good. Restoration Hardware with a bullish hot dog on the 2-minute chart. Restoration Hardware doing outstanding. You can follow the path of victory on that, on Restoration Hardware. And or if you have shares, you can be taking out 5 to 20% of your position every $5 level, underneath every $5 level, so you don't hit resistance. Yeah, Volta is working out. We're already in Volta. We have a Volta swing trade on. ENSC fighting for that $6 level. I definitely wait for it to break the $6 level before you get in. There goes ISIG. You can be taking profits underneath every dollar level. We're now hitting 22.18 on ISIG. AGTC. I have that up, I think. No, I have AVCT up. The Qs actually popped yesterday's high. So the Qs with the strongest relative strength today. It definitely went against thesis, but the VIX is corresponding, so it looks real. We're seeing energy correct today. Energy is correcting. Industrials and base materials. However, oil is not really correcting as strongly as the energy sector is. So that's semi-supported by oil not dropping precipitously. All right, so we do have some people still in ENSC. Now, David, you want to make sure you're taking profits, though, underneath every 25-cent level. 5 to 20% profits. Somebody says Stitch Fix pulled back 23% yesterday and is retracing a little today. I do not recommend retracement trading. So, but there you go. That's something that you can go after if you're interested. Apple looking like it's making the inching its way up to breaking 176.75. I believe that's all-time highs. Like it's gonna break. Restoration Hardware is now up and over pre-market high, up and over the average true range, and about to break after hours high. Boom! There it goes. Restoration Hardware with a ton of momentum. Heck of a momentum trade coming from Restoration Hardware this morning. Not even a 5-minute dip buy. Momentum trading. iSig pulling back. If you've been taking profits and you've already taken at least 2 profits, you make sure you set your stop to break even on iSig. After you've taken 2 profit points, you do not give your money back. Yeah, fuck the 3-minute candle. 2-minute candle. Oh, 3M. All right. Let me see. Yeah, 3M has some excessive debt levels, and so that is not going to fare well moving forward. But it's not a growth stock, and yet it's got itself in a lot of debt, which makes no sense because as a value stock, you should not have much debt. You should be clean. You should have all the hoppers cleaned out. If you're a value stock, your operations should be running smoothly and cleanly without debt, and you should be offering a good dividend. And what kind of yield am I seeing on the dividend here? Let's see. 3.36%, not the best. You want at least 4% from any value stock. Otherwise, it's not worth your time. And they really should not have this much level of debt. So yeah, 3M, I don't like it. And the chart is bearish, by the way. Did we get into Hershey yesterday? Anybody remember? And it looks like KN is continuing to progress. ENSC pulling back pretty hard. ISIG starting to push again. If it can get over 22, that can be an early entry if you haven't gotten in yet for $1 of risk. But if it gets over 22.50, that's what we're really looking for. That's the next breakout. EFOI, yeah, it didn't happen. We never got it triggered on EFOI, so we're not messing around with EFOI. You gotta let me what you want. You gotta let me know what you want me to look at B big for. I guess pair came out of the halt and didn't do much. There goes ISIG. Boom! That is the breakout on ISIG. $1 or $1.50 of risk if you haven't gotten in yet, and that is the entry right there. Pretty strong, moving up to almost 23 now, and there it is. We just touched 23. There's about 50,000 resistance at 23. Plus, more. There could be iceberg orders there. Oh, boom! We just plowed right through 23. We hit 23.50 just now. All right, you want to be taking off underneath every dollar level on stocks this high, and we are halting at 23.88. First strong halt since entry on ISIG 23.88. You can go ahead and take out 5% right here. Take some profit out, sell 5%, and then just let's wait through the halt. There we go. Boom, indicating to open at 24. We are halted on ISIG. Anybody got R on that? What's your R? Where are you sitting? You got an ISIG this morning. 3.8 R. Excellent, Michael. In at 22.30. Excellent. All right, so you're up like 1 R. Scalped ISIG, little late, 1.5 R. At least she's got 1.5 R. Chris has got 2 R. What's our goal? 1 R per day, and then you quit trading. 1 R per day, you compound your account 1% every day, and in 1 year, you'll be up. What is the number? I already forgot. 1,200%. I think that's what it is. Thank you, guys. 1,200%. So you wouldn't think so because there's only 250 trading days in a year. 1% per day equals 250%, but it's because it's compounding. 1% of more money is more money than 1% was when there was little money. So it's a parabolic curve up, and 1% return per day, every day, compounded, will be 1,200% on your money by the end of 1 year of trading. So that's what we focus on as a goal, 1% every day. And do we get it every day? Pretty much, yeah. We get more. Sometimes we get more. 1% per day as a finish line to stop trading and then just let it compound tomorrow is the best rule ever, man. And make sure, well, second best. First best rule is 1%, the 1% rule, which is ironically similarly named, but it's in reference to making sure that you only risk 1% per trade, 1% of your portfolio per trade. And the mathematics behind that are not like you think. It's not natural. That doesn't mean you use 1% of your portfolio to trade. Nope. So if you want to learn how to do that, you just have to click the link in my bio, or send me a private message about the 1% rule. Main writer, I recommend you just go over to the link in my bio and join our trading community for free and check it out. If anybody is interested in learning how to trade, I'll drop the market mastery link right here. Boom. There you go. All right, we'll be coming out of the halt on ISIG in 1 minute. Let's see, 1 minute, 50, 55, about 2 minutes, in 2 minutes. And we're indicating to open at 24. So we are definitely holding support there at the $24 level. ISIG, definitely the lightning bolt of the day. There's nothing on my chart more vertical. That's right, guys. Chris has the right thing. He's saying go ahead and already set your limit orders up, because this thing could just go bloop. It could just like hit 26 and then come way back and be out and fade and crap out for the rest of the day. We've seen it a million times before. Set your 5% exits at 24, underneath 24, underneath 25, underneath 26. Get them all set up like bowling pins. Oh, use OBS? Yeah, no, you can't. You can't use OBS with TikTok unless you have the approval. You're up 36% of your portfolio in 16 days. Way to go, Scott. Speed setting on your broker. I have taught that. I don't know if that lesson is cut in to the Market Mastery yet, but I have taught that. And if it's not in there, then it will be. Just needs to be cut. That lesson needs to be cut in. All right, here we go. We're coming out of the halt in 14 seconds on ISIG if it's on track. And we're indicating to open at 25, roughly. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. We hit 25, 25, 26, 27. We're halting at 27.41. All right, we're halting. Sell 5% now as we're halting. Here we go, halting at 27.41. And we're halted, indicating to open at 28. All right, what are you guys up on R? Now what are you guys up? Yeah. 3R for RJ. I think Lishi's in the same boat. 3R. Yep. 3R for Veer. I think we have some people who have more than 3R. 2.5R for Preston. All right. Hasty says, if I only had day trades left, look, you know, it takes money to make money. Let's not hear excuses. 4.2R. 3R. Like, Hasty, don't be that kind of a person. You know what I mean? It's just bad attitude. It's just going to make your trading bad. You have to be like, one day, you know, this is very good. I'm watching this. Like, always just like, you have to battle that inner pussy in you, you know? You got to be stronger. High five. I'm on the sidelines just watching, still learning. Debbie Downer. 3R. We got Michael with 4.2R and Preston 10R over here from Vibe Cartel. I bought in at 19. What's your R? Well, it depends on your portfolio. So R is percent of portfolio that you're up based on the trade. And it also doesn't really apply unless you sized your risk to one risk unit of 1% of your portfolio. So we do that here in our trading community. You can learn how to do that through my Market Mastery. I'll drop that link. It's called the 1% rule. We are indicating to open exactly where we stop now. So that's different, correct? You guys, RJ, everybody. So if we're indicating, do you remember the halt, the last halt? The previous two halts was indicating to open higher than we halted at, right? Both times. Now we're indicating to open where we halted at. So you need to be looking for these little hints. You see? Yes, Chris, exactly. As a momentum trader, you just need to find metrics for about momentum anywhere you can. Anywhere you can think to find it. And in this case, yes, that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing some momentum slowdown. It means perhaps it's going to drop this time and maybe consolidate. Maybe we're entering a consolidation period, which, depending on the stock, could be really bad news to a lot of traders. They might react negatively, right? So be on the defense, everybody, on ISIG. ISIG. Ill. I don't know where all this money is coming from, man. It's great. It must be the volatility, the premiums, whatever it is. I'll take it. But yeah, we're making money on our VIX. More money than the VIX is at 20.2, and yet I have more money now than when it was at 19.9. So that's kind of the interesting thing about options. They can inflate in value. No big news on ISIG. All right. Well, don't worry about it. Wait a minute. Guys. We're getting some demand coming back in on ISIG. It's now indicating to open at 27.90, 27.70, 27.90, 28, 28. And we will be coming out of the halt in 1 minute and 10 seconds. What's a good way to play NU today? I don't think we're playing NU today, and by playing, I think you mean like a day trade, and I don't really see that popping up on the radar. Oh, is it a IPO? Is that why you're asking? Oh, okay. You should check out my Market Mastery. There's an entire section on how to trade IPOs. It's pretty awesome. Master that, and you'll be trading IPOs every day that they happen. Here's the link again. There's a full several overview lessons on trading IPOs, and they're perfect. Like, they're exactly what you need to do. There we go. ISIG opened to hit 29.2 briefly, and now it's pulling back. It's selling off a little bit, so we're getting that like momentum slowdown. We're pushing down into the 27s now. We're not holding the 28s. We've dipped into the 27s. Those got bought up pretty quickly, and we're up over 30, and we hit 31.10. We almost hit a halt level of 31.35. Looks like we're going right into it. 30.79, 30.40, 30.20. A lot of demand coming in on ISIG. Yeah, I have no idea what the news is, but it is definitely pushing it up. We are holding the 30s, a lot of demand, and 31.82 halt level just got hit, but we're pulling back to 31, trying to hold the 31s. No, 31s could not be held. We're back into the 30s. The question is, can the 30s be held? Make sure you're taking your profits, 5 to 20% underneath every one of these dollar levels. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and we almost hit 32. You would have taken another profit right there. There's been zero opportunities for rebuys because we have not hit a first pullback or consolidation period. So you're still milking your position. What are you guys up now? What's your R? We are trying to hold the 31s now, and it looks like it's happening. That's a very good sign. Next halt level is 32.64. All right, we're supporting at 31, but not for long. Hold on, we're pushing up through 31.50. This thing is all over the place. $32, boom, we just broke through 32, and we're now in the 32s. We dipped back to 31 to see if we can hold 32, or if we just going to stay in the 31s. Looks like staying in the 31s. That could be bad news for progress. But you just keep taking your profits out underneath these dollar levels. All right, we fell all the way through the 30s and hit the 29s. That's not a great sign. I don't know how much of your position you got left, but you could be just fine just getting rid of it and getting back in later. We were getting quite bought up beneath the 30s. We have this 20-second rule. Always hold your stops for 20 seconds because those demand levels can get bought up pretty quickly. And 30 is being supported, but it is usually in the 30s where these multi-day runners end. Somewhere in the 30s, typically, not GME. All right, we didn't hold the 30s. We're dropping down into the top of the 28s now, right through the 29s. Is anybody fully de-risked? Is anybody fully out? If we break through 8 rather, that'd be an all out. Yes. Yes. What'd you get, RJ? Total R. I think you must have been around, like at least she said 5. So, but you might have did a smidge better. How'd you do? 5.5 R. There we go. How did I know that? It's just a skill thing. If I had RJ and Lishi in the same room, Lishi's shaking and getting it done, but RJ's like, no offense to Lishi, but I find Lishi to be a little bit more of a conservative trader. Less aggressive, let's say. ISIG, if it breaks 28, that'd be the all-out stop if you're still in position. Otherwise, keep hanging in there. Keep hanging in there. And then remember to take out 5 to 20% of your position at every dollar level if you haven't. And then a rebuy will form now. If we break out of 32.84, then you can get in for $5 of risk. Shit. That would indicate that the stock would need to go to 42 just for you to get 2 to 1 out of your trade. Chris Saxler is out. How did you do? Please remind me again what R is. R is the risk unit that we take on every trade. Before we get in, we know where we're going to get out. We already plan to lose, right? That's what makes us winners. And we do that by making sure that wherever we're going to stop out, that difference, according to the size, the number of shares that we're getting in, will not lose more than 1% of our portfolio. So our risk unit is 1R or 1% of our portfolio. So when you hear somebody is up 10R or 5R, it means they're up 5% on their portfolio on that one trade. And that's really good. Okay. We strive for 1% per day across all trades totals before we stop on the day, before we decide to stop on the day. Gil, I show that those 30s are up over $10 now. I don't know if you're in here with me. All out and ISIG, what a ride. Yeah, now remember that your all out stop is at 28. So that doesn't have to be the same case for everybody. But also that if this thing breaks 33, you could set your stop to 29.5. So then that would be $3.5 of risk. So we're getting a little bit better of a prospect on a potential wedge, flat top wedge breakout pattern here. This is our first consolidation since the stock started trading this morning. Don't fear the consolidation. Don't fear the consolidation. Doop, 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 doop. Tony's done for the day. All right, we're going to see you tomorrow. That's how we play it. All right. Go get some stuff done. Fantastic. Unplug a toilet for a customer. All right, perfect. It is so ironic, right? Don't fear. But if we do break 28, that's the all-out stop on ISIG. Actually, we can get a failed neckline breakdown going on right here at 29. Let's see, it would be 28.5, a little bit better. And 50% risk off at 29. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. You'll get there. Box D halt. All right. How did we find ISIG? The short answer is I have an entire video lesson about that, how to find stocks to trade, right here. There's the link in my video lessons. If you'd like to come check out our trading community, we're trading every day, stocks like this. Just go click the link in my bio. And it's free to come in and try our trading community. Yeah, so we're getting that failure on ISIG. I think you can go ahead and get all out now. Restoration Hardware. Oh, yeah, that's a huge pullback. Restoration Hardware exit was at 662. Pivot point trading. Oh, you get some now? Oh, wow. It's all done, I think. 62. We were in it from pretty early on. I think around 6. I don't remember. We were near the lows. We were just putting a lot of momentum in 635, 640, 640. Yeah. And then the exit would have been, all out exit would have been 652. Okay. Oh, well, I see what you're saying. So now switch over to the dip buy. Okay, Nikki, yeah. But just be watching the 5-minute chart. That's what, when you switch over to the 5-minute chart now, and you're looking for a 5-minute green over red. You know, and ideally the red candle would be a bottoming tail kind of candle. And the green candle would be a stronger volume already, like a kick in of volume, you know. So ideally that. You don't want like a little candle next to a little candle that's just kind of meaningless. Kind of looking for a bit of a pattern there to get a nice strong confirmation. If you don't, then you're looking for a green candle eventually that will break over like a lot of previous red candles. That's a strong one, right? So there's a bit of subjectivity to it, a little bit. All right, Chris Saxler did 6.5%, 6.5R. Yeah, Box D is halting all over the place. That does not look like something that you can rely on at all. There's just not enough certainty in that pattern to make money off of. Probably there's enough uncertainty to lose money. All right, so we're not going to be trading Box D. All right, that's it, everybody. You made a ton of money this morning, hopefully. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Excellent morning session. The day seems to be going quite well. If you'd like to join our trading community or check it out, you can check it out for free. Just click the link in my bio, click the link in the description, wherever you are, Twitch, Periscope, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you are, Zoom, Discord. Yeah, there should be a link somewhere to come on over and check out our trading community. All right, see you again tomorrow, and I'll be over in the Discord. Let's talk. Let's keep abreast of things in the chat. You missed this morning? Got to wake up earlier. Early bird catches the worm. Do your bong hits later.